Training. This video will cover the basic button layout, features, and uses of the Yealink T53. Let's get started. The Yealink SIP T53 is a powerful and expandable office phone that delivers optimum desktop efficiency and productivity. The display is adjustable to fulfill the viewing needs at a variety of angles and under a variety of lighting conditions. On the bottom right of your new Yealink phone, you will see the speakerphone button. When pressed, this button will initiate speakerphone and have a dial tone. Speakerphone is also an option if you are already on a call and wish to switch from the handset to the speaker option. Above the speakerphone button is the redial button. When this button is pressed, you are taken to a list of recently placed calls. Simply use your directional pad to highlight the number you wish to call back, and press either the Send soft key in the display or the redial button. If you want to do an automatic redial of the last person you called, simply press the redial button twice. Above the redial button is a white envelope symbol. This is your message button and how you will access your voicemail. We'll cover voicemail in more detail at the end of the training. Right above the message button is a button to activate and deactivate your headset. If you do not use a headset, you will have no need for this button. If you do use a headset and need to activate it once it is plugged into the phone, press the headset button and it will light up green. If your button is illuminated, this means your headset is currently active. To deactivate your headset, press the button again and the green light will turn off. The top button in this section is the mute button. This will only activate if you are on an active call. The mute button is a simple toggle on, toggle off. When illuminated red, your side of the conversation is muted. This means you can still hear the person you are on the phone with, but they cannot hear you. Moving to the left-hand side of the phone, you will see the directional pad. This allows you to navigate up, down, left, and right in the menu options and select different options depending on your goal. Simply press OK to select highlighted options. Below the directional pad is a small button with an X on it. This button is multifunctional. First, it can be used to back you out of menus step by step until you get back to the home screen. This is useful when you find yourself in a menu and you're not sure how you got there or how to get back to the home page. This button also acts as a hang-up function or disconnect when you're on the phone. But if you're searching a menu while on the phone and you use this button to back out, be aware you might hang up on the call if you push it too many times. The bar at the bottom left of your phone with the minus and plus sign is your volume control. This button has three functions. If you're in an idle state or if your phone is ringing, it will raise and lower the ringtone volume. If you are on a call using the handset, this button will raise or lower what you hear in your ear. If you are on speakerphone, this button will raise or lower the volume of your speaker. Turning your attention towards the screen, the T53 has 8 programmable buttons. As our phones are fully customizable, some of the programmable buttons may differ depending on your business needs. On the left-hand side are 2 open lines for multiple calls. Other programmable buttons include speed dials, busy lamp fields, also known as presence, queue login and log out buttons, system park buttons, and paging buttons. When the phone is idle, the home screen has 4 soft key options at the bottom of the screen. Those soft keys are history, directory, do not disturb, and menu. Starting with the left soft key, history will take you to your extension's call history. If you push the history soft key, you will see all your missed, placed, received, and forwarded calls in order from most recent to oldest. If you navigate left or right, you can break down your calls into individual categories. You may also toggle up and down to highlight the entry you wish to interact with. In the history menu, you see new soft keys to go back, delete a history entry, see more options such as call details, add to contact list, add to blacklist, or delete all, and send. Outgoing calls have an arrow pointing up and out, incoming calls have arrows pointing down and in, and missed calls have the bouncing arrow. Coming back to your home screen, your second soft key button is labeled Directory. If you press this, it will take you into your system phone book. This consists of your remote phone book, your local directory, and your history. Click on Remote Phone Book and then select Company Directory. Here you will see all the phone numbers within your phone system. These contacts are on every phone. The soft keys have now changed to Back, Search, Option, and Send. If you choose Search within the phone book, you have two primary options. You can see the search mode as denoted on the second soft key. Using ABC mode, you will need to type out a person's full name, letter by letter. You can switch the setting to 2AB, which is predictive text. As opposed to pressing the 8 button 4 times to select an S, you can press it 1 time and move on to the next predictive letter. This saves you time and narrows down your search as you type the numbers associated with each letter. If we go back to the company directory and choose Option, we can view details of the highlighted contact. We can add that contact to our personal contact list or add that contact to the blacklist, just like with our call history. It is important to note that any contacts you choose to add to contacts will go into a separate phone list called your local directory. Going back to our initial directory screen, scroll down to the second option labeled Local Directory and press Enter or OK. Then select All Contacts. This is where your phone's local contacts will be saved. You can save any number here and access it later. You can even create specific groups within this directory. Back on the home screen, our third soft key option is labeled DND, which stands for Do Not Disturb. If you press this button, you will see a DND icon appear in the top center of your screen. This signifies that you are in Do Not Disturb mode and your phone will send all calls straight to voicemail. This is useful when you are in meetings and do not want to be distracted with a ringing telephone. But keep in mind, you must deactivate DND when you want to start receiving calls again. Our last soft key button on the home screen is the Menu button. Toggle down to highlight Settings and press Enter or OK. With Basic highlighted, press Enter or OK. You can adjust your basic user settings, such as the phone's language, time and date, display settings, such as backlight, wallpaper, and screensaver, and sound settings, like your ringtone and keytone settings. Next, we'll cover placing and receiving calls. First, if you're having a hard time remembering your own phone extension, simply lift up the handset and your extension will appear in the top center of your phone. To place a call, pick up your handset, press your speaker button, or activate your headset. Then, dial either the extension of a coworker or the full 10-digit phone number of an outside number, and press Send. When receiving an incoming call, the soft key options will once again change. As your phone is ringing, your options are Answer, Forward, Silence, or Reject. To answer a call, do one of the following. Pick up the handset, press the speaker button, press the headset button, or press the Answer soft key. Forwarding a call will allow you to redirect the caller to another user in the system without having to answer the phone. Silencing the call will make the ringing stop on your phone, but the caller still hears the standard number of rings before they are sent to voicemail. Even though you have silenced a call on your phone, you still have the option to answer that call until it goes to voicemail. If you choose the Reject option, you will send the caller directly to your voicemail, immediately stopping the ringing. Once on an active call, your soft key options become Transfer, Hold, Conference, and End Call. To transfer a call, two options are available: blind transfer and attended transfer. For a blind transfer, press the Transfer soft key. Then you can search the directory, dial the extension, or dial the full 10-digit phone number. After you've put in the phone number, press B Transfer before the phone begins ringing. You will send the call directly to the new receiving party without speaking to them beforehand. With an attended transfer, the steps are almost exactly the same. Starting with an active call, press the Transfer button, then search the directory, dial the extension or dial the phone number, and press Send. Then, wait for the receiving party to answer and let them know the situation before pressing transfer. In both situations, the party on the other side of the call will hear hold music until the transfer is complete. If you would like to transfer a call to voicemail, it can be accomplished by using a special dial code while doing a blind transfer. Back on to our active call options. To place a caller on hold, press the Hold soft key. The other party will hear hold music until you resume the call by pressing the Resume soft key option. An alternative to hold and transfer is Park. Park is a system-wide hold. To use Park, you must be on an active call. Then select the SP or Park programmable button on the side of your screen. The party on the other side of the line will hear hold music and your phone lines are now free. Once you have placed the caller in Park, you may contact the receiving party in whichever manner you choose. They will then pick up the parked call by selecting the Park button highlighted in red. Note that Park is generally programmed with a 90-second ringback timer. If the call is not picked up within 90 seconds, that call will be sent back to the original phone. Creating a conference with the T53 is similar to the transferring process. Start with an active call. Then, to conference someone else in, press the Conference soft key. Search for a contact or dial their number, and press the Send soft key. Once the new party has answered, press Conference to bridge all the calls together. Our new soft key options are Split, which allows you to separate the calls back into two separate calls, Hold, which places both callers on hold, Manage, and End call. If you press the Manage button, you can choose to far mute other individuals from the conference, or you can remove individuals from the conference. Using the conference method on the Yealink T53, only 3 calls can be conferenced in at a time. If you would like to have a conference with more than 3 parties, we can set up a conference bridge to fit your needs. Let's talk about voicemail. Access your voicemail box by pressing the Message key on your telephone. A voice menu will ask you to enter your password followed by the pound key. If you do not know your password, please email your system administrator. Once you're logged into the voicemail system, you can follow the voicemail options as they are presented to you. Thank you for watching. That concludes our end-user training for the Yealink T53.